Sam, this is Charlie. Your next order requires that you accomplish two specific objectives. First of all, you are to proceed to the armed survivalist base and destroy all the chiral jammers you find there. So long as even a single one remains active, you will be unable to use your Cupid to link up the next facility. It is therefore essential that you remove this impediment before proceeding any further. Our latest reports indicate that there are hostiles on site who are equipped with electromagnetic shields. This would give them a significant defensive advantage, so engaging them head-on in a firefight may lead to a prolonged and difficult struggle. If you intend to go on the offensive, consider the properties of your weapons carefully before deciding which ones to bring with you. After you have destroyed all the chiral jammers at the enemy's base, head directly to the Southern Environmental Observatory. A contingent of ghost mechs has been sighted dangerously close to the facility. We need to bring it onto the chiral network before these mechs can get into position and prevent us from doing so. Once you've extended network coverage, the DHV Magellan can move there to provide support. There's no time to waste, Sam.
Sam, you already destroyed all the... chiral jet. In that case, we can head straight to the Southern Environmental Observatory.
Somebody lend me a hand! Somebody out there!
Commencing route creation. Delivery route. creation. Delivery route. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam. Sam, we've got company. They clearly don't intend to let us expand the chiral network. We'll have to destroy them all. Get behind cover! apart. Honestly, Sam, you're incredible. We should be able to connect the facility to the network now.
Let me check your order. You fought like hell, mate. Thanks for the help. You know, I can't imagine what would have happened to this place if you'd never come along. I really can't. And now we can finally get on the chiral network. Connect that Cupid of yours. Connection established without issue. Well, that's a relief. Our staff have all been taking shelter underground on account of the emergency situation. But now I think we can relax a little bit. More accurate observations ought to help too. Speaking of which, we've detected abrupt chiral field disruptions in several locations. Indicative of plate gate emergence, I reckon. Keep expanding network coverage and we'll find out soon enough. Unfortunately, though, the tar currents near our facility are still looking awfully rough, so we can't declare our emergency resolved just yet. The DHV Magellan won't be able to join you here either. It's gonna take some work to get to the bottom of this mess. And I'm afraid I can't do much for you given the circumstances, but I'll be sure to thank you properly later. Just know that we're all really grateful. Take care, mate.
Uh-oh! Gtag up! You okay?
You know, truth be told, I don't really care if you and your crew link up the continent or not.
Sam!
Because I'm here just for one reason.
Sam, get up!
And that's to make you suffer. Can't kill a repatriate for good. But boy, you're about to learn. There's far worse things than dying. So, let's kick it off with some pain. everlasting flamethrower here has a little bit of an appetite for Kyrie. So, the moment you come back from the scene all covered in the stuff, flames roar to life, the body starts to burn once more. You will writhe in agony. And then you will die. And you'll return once more. Nothing you can do to get you out. It won't be long before the pain becomes more physical. Y'all caught up now? On that thing and its colorful past? The whole child of a partner who betrayed you once upon a time thing, I mean. Yeah. That's it. Suffer for me, baby. There ain't no turning gazer for you, Sam. No crossing over to the other side. So suffer. Yeah. Suffer. Through the day you were born. I'll stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes and I'll wait. And soon I'll see your smile in our dream. And I'll stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes. I'll wait, and soon I'll see your smile in our dream. And
Oops. Catch you later.
He's stuck in a loop of death and resurrection. Before his high is completely incinerated, he returns to us. His body is restored, only to be burned again. Don't. Even if you speed up time, the flames won't die. Come on, Sam. Come on. I don't know what to do.
We've extended chiral network coverage all the way to the Southern Environmental Observatory, and it's all thanks to Sam. His injuries have completely healed too. Deadman, by way of Hartman's Ha, said as much after he finished his examination.
Trust me, Fragile. I'm a doctor, and I know Sam's body better than just about anyone. He's doing fine. No need to worry. Thanks to a healthy dose of Rainey's Corfol, he's as good as new. Or right as rain, as you might say. Even for a repatriate, to die and be resurrected so many times in quick succession, I feared the worst. It's a miracle he made it through.
I'm sorry to say that the tar currents near the Southern Environmental Observatory are still unstable. Consequently, we'll need to keep the DHV Magellan here to defend the facility for the time being. All things considered, paving the way to Terminal Fort Knott is a Herculean task, and Sam's going to have to dig deep to see it done.
Don't worry, Sam's up for the challenge.
Thanks to Tarman and Deadman's efforts, his Ha may have made a full recovery. But the same can't be said of his Ka. And this journey was also meant to give Sam's mind an opportunity to heal. Isn't that right, Fragile? Soon, we'll have linked up our final objective. This will mark the end of our travels together. Which means the time to have that conversation with Sam is fast approaching. I believe we should tell him sooner rather than later. But what do you think? Well, perhaps I should broach the subject first. Something wrong?
Lou's not looking right in there.
Here, show me.
What do you think? It's almost like Lou's fading away.
Is that so? Then I'd say we're making progress.
I don't understand.
She asked me to help.
What?
Before we set out on our journey together, Fragile, she asked me to help you. To act as your therapist so that you could process the loss of your child. Sam, hear me out. Lou's been gone for a long, long time now.
No. Lou's right here. We just traveled across Australia together. I'll show you.
The pod you brought on this journey has been empty from the start. The truth is, I'm the one who's been operating your Odra deck, and it's because of that connection that I was able to share your flashbacks.
Hey, Sam. Can you take a picture of us?
Do you see? Nothing has changed. The pod has always been empty. We decided not to dispute what you said you saw, but to give you the support you needed instead. In this way, we believed we could help you come to terms with Lou's death.
Wait, what do you mean Lou's death? What are you talking about?
Please understand, Sam. We never meant to string you along.
Fragile was only worried about you.
I couldn't stand to leave you there, broken. I wanted you to live, to move forward.
So from the beginning, Lou was never there? I've been alone this whole time.
You're wrong. Death can tear us apart. We'll always be connected.
No, we won't. Lou's gone. And that's that.
Trust me, Sam. We will always be with you, no matter what. You will never, ever be alone.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Keeping on. Go! Hey,
what? Where did you dig this?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thanks again.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
Yeah, sure thing. Somebody lend me a hand.
Thanks for the help. This one's for you.
Appreciate you stopping by. Please wait while I review active orders. Now, this is just incredible. How did you even manage to get it here by yourself?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Always a pleasure. Come back soon.
Order completed. Well done.
on, keep it on.
Thank you, God.
again, Sam. I'm sorry we couldn't bring you straight here on the DHV Magellan. That was one hell of a trip, and you must be absolutely knackered. Be sure to take as long as you need to rest before tackling more work. All right? For my part, I'll have a crack at assessing several potential routes for your next main order. We can discuss them when we take a look at the map later on. As for the cargo, I'll let Charlie tell you all about it.
Sam, this is Charlie. Network infrastructure between the Southern Environmental Observatory and Terminal Fort Knott has been disabled for reasons unknown, though we strongly suspect Ghostneck's sabotage is to blame. To address this, we've decided to reroute network traffic through the S7 North Distribution Center. However, the distance is too great for us to establish a direct connection at this time. That being the case, we'll need to utilize the way stations situated between the two sites. The device required to activate them is stored at this facility, collected before embarking on your journey to the distribution center. You know what to do, Sam. We'll rendezvous on site later.
Welcome. How nice of you. Well, look at what you have brought me. I didn't think I'd ever see this again.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I had best return to my room.
Order completed. Well done.
Listen up, Sam. The F7 North Distribution Center is a long ways away. And by my reckoning, there's a number of different viable routes. The shortest, most direct path would involve you cutting through the snowy mountains. A dangerous proposition to say the least. You might find zip lines, ladders, and other structures en route to make your life a little easier. But without those conveniences, you'll need to make that deadly trek the hard way. If you're still keen, make sure you pack all the mountain climbing essentials and then some. Alternatively, you could forego the mountain route and circle round to take advantage of the roads to the east. Though if they're still in disrepair, or there aren't any bridges or other structures available, you'll need to come prepared to put in some work. Finally, heading west around the mountains would mean retracing your steps and going back the way you came. A fair few porters have already made use of that route since you paved the way. I imagine you'll find it easier going than the first time through. That route will also bring you close to the monorail. Get it up and running, and you can catch a ride too. Ultimately though, the route you take and the methods you utilize are entirely up to you. So take a moment to weigh your options and prepare as you deem fit.
Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Feels good.
Oh boy, I really miss the taste of food. Why don't you try freshening up with a shower?
me? I'm Sam. Can anybody hear me?
boy, that must hurt.
Give it to me! Come on! Got a little cargo on it yourself in the back.
creation. Delivery route finalized.
A shadow of a man shaped just like me. My curiosity keeps me confused. But still I stand here on my own, with nothing left to lose. And with the rain I don't accept, wash away my sins. said no or put up a fight.
Thank you. Kindly.
And I'm emotionally impaired.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
When I look at you, and I'm trying to keep these bones inside my skin. But my body's in the hole my shadow digs. It's a struggle to maintain my position.
I'm guessing you're Sam, right? You've come a very long way just to make this delivery. I should only need a moment to inspect the cargo. Way to impress. You took excellent care of this cargo. I've been looking forward to seeing you. Hopefully this won't be the last time. Okay, use your Cupid to put us online.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Well, looks like we're finally on the chiral network. I really respect what you drawbridge folks have been doing. Being a part of it all is such a great honor. The situation here was pretty dire, but deep down, I just knew that with your help, we'd get through it. It broke my heart when the Earth opened up and swallowed Cardinal Fort Knott. Ever since that day, the tar currents and chiral fields have only grown more unstable. I doubt these anomalies will get any better until you finish linking up the continent. But only a bit further to go, right? I'm sure we can finish strong. I just hope all the ghost mechs sighted in this region lately won't slow you down. They're with Higgs, right? He has everyone worried. So, to better prepare you for whatever he has planned, I've shared data for a quadruple rocket launcher. Don't hesitate to use it to keep yourself safe. Yeah. The ground beneath it became incredibly unstable. possibly due to the craziness with the tar currents. With the city gone, an alternate route for chiral network expansion had to be devised. The plan was to extend the network from the Southern Environmental Observatory to Terminal Fort Knott, though that's no longer an option either. But I'm confident that the network stabilizer you brought is just the thing we need to deal with this latest complication. We'll do what we can to provide support. Looking forward to working with you. Once upon a time, I had aspirations of joining Fragile Express. Wanted to work alongside the living legend herself. Help her to reconnect the world, one delivery at a time. But circumstances often dictate the course of our lives, you know? So I ended up joining an APAC distribution team instead. Regardless of who I work for, I'd like to try and support Fragile's mission. Do what I can to unite the people in the same way she has. Well, as the name suggests, it launches powerful rockets. We developed it here using old data we dug up. The rockets fly in a straight line and are capable of inflicting far more damage than most conventional munitions. They're not only highly effective against ghost mechs, but BTs as well. I've heard that Higgs has already made his way as far as the Southern Environmental Observatory, so you'll need powerful armaments to deal with him. That said, this launcher is absolutely devastating. A little too devastating, perhaps. Under no circumstances must you use it on another human being. Thank you again for stopping by. So you know, we intend to continue research and development of powerful technologies. We'll give it everything we've got, but with our limited number of staff, it might take a while. And we'd appreciate any help you can provide as well. I wish you and all the drawbridge folks the very best of luck.
Sam, the tar current's behaving strangely again. We're unable to rendezvous with you just yet. The conditions are similar to when we observed that tarfall phenomenon before. I strongly urge you to proceed with caution.
This is Neil's doing, Sam. I'm sure we'll find him waiting for you beyond the tarfall. You need to confront him one last time. There's still so much we don't know about what happened 11 years ago. The nature of his relationship with Lucy, the baby that she was carrying at the time, and Lou, who was apparently born back then too. We need to see how all these pieces fit together if we're ever going to find the whole truth. So meet with Neil Vanna and settle things once and for all. Gravity is weird here. You okay, Sam? Has minions to spare.
Neo's above us! Reload!
Did you see that, Sam? I believe we were just shown a vision of events from Neil's past. Is it possible he was trying to communicate something? In any case, you need to go after him, Sam. Find Neil and find the answers you seek.
is going down. Forget about Neil. We need to keep moving. should do it.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please. No smoking, please. So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? For a living?
I'm a porter.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then?
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
They're off. Just you and me. You, sir, are an unrepentant criminal. Guilty of illegally entering our country on multiple occasions.
The only thing that I'm guilty of is doing your dirty work.
And by way of compensation, we have overlooked your crimes.
Thank you.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
Bring it on, because I'm not doing this shit anymore.
But what makes you think you have a choice? Neil? You understand me? Neil? Neil! You're going to do this job, Neil.
What's wrong?
I need to get out. This porter work is killing me. It's fucking killing me. What I've done is so wrong.
You can talk to me, Neil. What kind of cargo have they got you carrying?
No.
This is a safe space. You're not recorded. What kind of cargo?
Cargo like brain dead, pregnant women.
No one would possibly allow that.
That's why I have to smuggle them in. They make me bring them over from Mexico. Raw material for human sacrifice.
Okay. Neil, take a deep breath. Neil, listen, breathe. Try to count.
I can't do this anymore.
Breathe. With me. 1.
Ooh, you're wearing my scarf. What?
There's this car. I think someone's been watching me.
Do you mind this car?
Yeah, that's the car.
I'm pretty sure it's a security vehicle. I'll check on it. Now look. Look here.
Stop it. Be sure to delete all those.
Yeah. You see?
So it seems that he's the father. The baby zodiac sign will be Cancer. Assuming that your date's correct.
How sure are you?
This thing between us. It was a mistake.
No. No, it was not a mistake. It was not a mistake.
We just got...
Look at me.
We got caught up in our emotions. We weren't thinking straight, that's all.
It was not a mistake.
I don't care if it's his baby you're carrying. Lucy, I love you.
I love him, Neil. Which means this has to end. I'm sorry.
Well, it would seem that Neil has vanished. Whether he managed to achieve some form of nirvana, I couldn't say, but I doubt we'll be seeing him again. Which just leaves the matter of that curious gift he gave you. Hopefully Fragile can tell us more.
Seems all the possessions you had earlier are in that open space over there.
So you know, Sam, I had that item Neil gave to you delivered into Fragile's care. She'll analyze it and will let us know its significance in due course. Ah, yes. The times we've encountered Nirvana. The first was amidst flames, and the second was in what seemed to be flood-ravaged ruins. Now, I believe that you were previously transported to a realm not unlike a battlefield. The places we found ourselves in are similar in that they were the sites of disasters. This is just a theory, but it could be the case that what we've seen is a reflection of Neil's mental state. He may have been a first-hand witness to a terrible tragedy which left a lasting mark on him. Come to think of it, when I saw that coffin, I was reminded of a rather unorthodox type of psychotherapy. The patient lies down inside a coffin, which is then closed, plunging them into darkness. In being subjected to this simulated experience of being laid to rest, they may find a measure of peace and comfort. If you spot a coffin that seems suitable for this, why not climb inside and see what happens? Sam, each time we take the DHV Magellan into the currents, the level of tar pollution on board increases, which is why everyone has to pitch in to clean the ship after every trip. In spite of that, we still find ourselves stymied by nasty blockages like this one. Tarman broke 3 mops attempting to dislodge a particularly stubborn wad before throwing up his hands in despair. Although he failed in that epic struggle, I can only respect his dedication.
Hey, Sam. Can I come in? I need to talk to you about your child.
I don't want to hear it.
Yes, you do, Sam. This is a memory drive. On it was a record of Lucy unveiling some dark secrets on what the Bridges researchers had planned. Details of women brought over from Mexico for the BB experiments. The ones that Neil Vanna trafficked for Bridges. It was through his therapy that Lucy found out about it all when he confessed to everything he'd done. Sam, I know you were more than just her patient. You were her partner.
I didn't stop her from cheating on me.
Wait. That's not the whole story. We also know who the baby's real father was. It was you, Sam. The record leaves no room for doubt. The child that Lucy was carrying wasn't Neil's. It was yours. Lucy left you a heartfelt apology, along with an explanation. Your child was extraordinary. The offspring of the repatriate who was the world's first BB. Lucy knew that if the Bridges researchers found out, they would use the baby as a test subject. So she lied. She pretended the child was Vanna's to mislead them. But she always intended for you to discover the truth one day. That's why she gave this necklace to him.
Incoming distress call from the network node. There's an army of ghost mechs right on their doorstep. We need to secure the node. Lose it, and it could cripple the entire network.
I'm headed to the bridge, Sam. You better get ready.
All right.
If I could, Sam, I would give you all the time you need to process everything that's happened. But the fact of the matter is that we need you now, more than ever. For what it's worth, I'm here for you. So let's get out there and do what needs to be done.
Heads up, everyone. He's here. Sam, we're in the end game now. No matter what it takes, we have to link up this final network node. I called this mission briefing to ensure that we're all on the same page. Our objective and its surroundings are defended by a sizable contingent of ghost mechs. Clearly, they're not going to make it easy for us.
So, here's the plan. Tarman, you'll helm the DHV Magellan, as always. Rainey, I want you on the radar.
Leave it to me.
Depending on how things go, I may ask you to use your powers too. I was hoping you could provide fire support for Sam, with the ship's cannons.
That shouldn't be a problem. If necessary, I can use this to stay in the action.
As for you, tomorrow.
You know, she's arguably the best marksman on the ship, which would make her an ideal candidate for the miniguns.
Miniguns?
The DHV Magellan happens to have 2 of them mounted up top. The operator can control them remotely from the bridge. So you wouldn't be in any more danger than the rest of us.
And if she's even half as good as she's been in VR, those mechs won't stand a chance, right?
It's like VR? I can do that.
Dolman, you look after Sam.
But of course.
And Sam, you'll be handling the delivery. Plot your route as you see fit.
Aye. Be advised that we will only be able to provide fire support within the chiral network. Outside of it, the cannons become inaccurate, meaning too great a risk of collateral damage.
The advanced party set up a number of chiral network way stations. We should be able to make use of them. While they were originally built to improve signal strength, they could, once activated, be reconfigured to expand network coverage.
Which would also allow us to move the ship closer.
It's up to you if you want us on hand to provide fire support, Sam.
That said, if you're too close to the network node, you're back in collateral damage territory. Please, bear that in mind.
Once we link up this last node, we'll have succeeded in bringing the Australian continent into the chiral network. Our defenses will be stronger than ever, and we'll be able to get rid of those ghost mechs for good. So, let's do what we came here to do.
All right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on. And you have. We all know you've got this.
Fragile.
Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam.
Site to be connected is within reach at last. Per APAS's calculations, establishing a connection here could potentially lead to the manifestation of 3 gates. Based on what happened in Mexico, it is likely that these portals have already emerged in nascent form, appearing only as minor distortions in space, invisible to the naked eye. These fissures will gradually develop, and once total chiral connectivity is achieved, they may, with time, eventually mature into fully fledged conduits, allowing travel to and from other lands. It remains unclear whether or not all 3 of these fissures will stabilize and develop into gates, but you will see for yourself once you've linked up the remaining site.
On a different subject, I've completed my investigation into the link between Higgs and APAC. I'll tell you more once you've put Terminal Fort Knott on the grid.
Sam, this is Charlie. The time has come to link up our final destination. So allow me to review the specifics for you. All right. Step 1. You will need to use your Cupid to bring this first way station onto the network. Enemy ghost mechs have already been deployed in the surrounding area, though. Attempt to slip past unnoticed or engage in open combat, I'll leave the decision to you. The DHV Magellan will provide support with its miniguns should any mechs come within range. Naturally, we will also keep the ship's main cannon at the ready to fire upon viable targets when necessary. Should you require our assistance, give the order, and we will be happy to oblige. Be sure to keep these various factors in mind when devising your plan of attack, Sam. Once the first way station's on the grid, it's time to move on to the next one. You will find it at this location. Be advised that you will be unable to expand chiral network coverage if you don't connect these way stations in the correct order. In other words, if you go to the second way station first, you will be unable to establish a connection with your Cupid. Now, once the second way station is online, you will need to cross the bridge and deliver the drawbridge terminal unit to Terminal Fort Knott. Then, use the Cupid to bring the city onto the network and complete the order. You will receive the necessary cargo after this briefing. Once the chiral network covers the entire continent, the ghost mechs that have been emerging from the tar currents will no longer be able to come and go as they please. At least that is what APAS's simulations have indicated. This concludes my briefing. You still have a long road ahead of you, but we'll be here to provide constant support. We expect that you'll face fierce resistance, the likes of which you've not yet seen. You will almost certainly require plenty of weapons, blood bags, and other consumables to achieve your goals. Don't skimp on supplies when selecting your equipment. Now then, plot your route and see to all necessary preparations.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
The cargo you'll be taking with you on this run has been fitted with a chiral network path calculation system. This component is required in order to connect way stations using your Cupid, so you must have it in your possession when accessing their terminals. Make sure you don't lose it.
Tomorrow came to our rescue. Let's push on, Sam.
on the radar. Great work tomorrow. ahead. Brace for potential impact right now. Fire detected near the station terminal. If the fire spreads, it'll be destroyed. Sam, get the terminal online with your Cupids ASAP. Then we can help put out the fire.
This doesn't look good. Sam, we need to hurry. Thanks for the help, Rainy.
Sam, this is Charlie. I commend you on a job well done. Terminal Fort Knott is almost within reach. Now that things have calmed down, you can return to the DHV Magellan for additional supplies if necessary.
Is everything okay, Sam? If you need to take a moment to recover before the next fight, head to your room. In the meantime, we'll keep an eye on the DHV Magellan.
This repair job, she's practically sparkling.
Data terminal Fort Knott is all clear.
Enough already.
ghost mech. It looks stronger than the others. Keep your wits about you. Are you injured, Sam?
Hey, man. Is that really you?
You need to keep moving. I'm going to take out the bridge.
Why?
For a friend in need. Death can't tear us apart.
Have some fight in it. Finish it off while you have the chance, Sam. Oh, terrific work. You kicked its ass again.
sent it back to the sea with its tentacle between its, other tentacles. Okay, Sam. Time to connect terminal Fort map to the chiral network.
Feeling pretty damn good.
Circumstances, I will confirm the status of your orders. You may now connect this facility to the chiral network. Use your qubit to do so. Now displaying your current porter grade. Connection to chiral network established. Thank you for your service.
Here's to the man of the hour. Our hero finally linked up the whole damn continent. You know, I'd say this is a happy ending, but our story ain't over yet. Sadly, we won't be having ourselves a boss battle this time. There's just no point in it. You see, y'all can't win. Damn it.
Sorry, but you are long past your prime.
Hello, beautiful.
your damaged goods.
Tell me, does it still hurt? Memory of what I did. It does, doesn't it? Go on. It won't work, but be my guest. Still as stubborn as ever. Oh, and by the way, Sam, it was me who killed Lou. Kinda tickles. Your thirst for revenge will never be satisfied.
Enough. I'm putting you down.
I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy.
What?
I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. Take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy. I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy.
Done it, Sam. The entire continent is now part of the chiral network. Our mission is complete. And you've defeated Higgs as well. I'd like to think Fragile would be pleased with this outcome. Sam, everyone on the SSS seems to be in high spirits. People are chiming in to congratulate you on finally bringing all of Australia onto the chiral network.
It's only right that they should praise you, given how integral you were to the operation. Still, I do wonder if there's a Dollman's the best post in here, or even a We Love Dollman, perhaps. Okay, is it just me, or is it strangely quiet outside our room? There's a disconcerting stillness in the air. Perhaps we should go and see how the rest of the crew is faring.
Sam, you and I have much to discuss. Please come to the bridge as soon as possible.
By the way, I get the feeling there may be a long cutscene in the near future. You ready for that? Are you sure?